When someone has a stroke, it impacts your brain function and cuts off your oxygen. This can lead to tissue damage.
KTIV's Taylor Deckert spoke with a Siouxland veteran who suffered a stroke, now back on his feet with the help of oxygen therapy being offered in Sioux City.
Labor Day weekend was life-changing for 69-year-old Jerry Jackson. He suffered a massive stroke that left him without oxygen for almost 10 minutes.
I couldn't hardly talk, couldn't hardly breathe, but, you know, a good soldier always pulled through. So I made it.
He started visiting Thrive Wellness Center for Mild Hyperbaric Oxygen Therapy. It's a controlled pressurized chamber which facilitates your body to absorb the oxygen into the bloodstream.
When you're in the chamber, the pressure is increased, and that allows oxygen to dissolve into your bloodstream more effectively, and that promotes the body's natural healing process.
The soft-sided chambers is approved by the FDA and results in a completely safe increase in oxygen levels through your skin's tissues.
Most diseases and autoimmune disorders and injuries and things like that, their delivery is definitely hindered. So by driving the oxygen into these damaged areas, that does help allow oxygen to reach deeper into tissues, veins, arteries, things like that, to reduce the inflammation.
The body's different. You know, it's rebuilding everything from scratch.
It causes the blood plasma to absorb oxygen, increasing blood oxygenation.
And he just gradually progressed better every time he came in. Fourth time he came in, I noticed he started to crack a smile. And then fifth, sixth time he was cracking jokes. Seventh, eighth time his daughter called us and say, hey, he's going to our neighbor's house to play cards now.
My dad's important to me, his health is important to me, so they've prolonged his life.
A National Institutes of Health study shows hyperbaric oxygen therapy improves neurocognitive functions for post-stroke patients just like Jerry.
Go from 1 to 10, I feel like an 8 now, or 10. I mean, I'm getting back to myself.
For Healthbeat 4, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
It's also been used to treat a number of other medical concerns, to include sports injuries, brain injuries, COVID-related concerns, along with fatigue, headaches, memory loss, and chronic pain. You can see the full list right now on KTIV.com.